The orbital station, Kepler-7, hummed with the usual cacophony of 1,000 different species conducting business across the galaxy. In the lower decks, where the lighting was dimmer and the air thick with the scent of alien spirits, the shooting range drew crowds every cycle. Tonight, it was packed. Anna leaned against the observation rail, her dark eyes scanning the competition below. Beside her, Leo nursed an amber-colored beverage that the Vratix bartender had assured him was almost compatible with human biology. "You sure about this?" Leo asked, glancing at his companion. They'd been partners for 3 standard years now, running cargo across the outer territories, but he'd never seen that particular gleam in Anna's eye before. "They're putting up 5,000 credits, Leo," Anna said, not taking her eyes off the Krillian shooter currently obliterating targets with his 4 arms. "That's enough to repair the nav computer and still have some left over. They also think we can't shoot." Anna finally looked at him, a smile playing at the corners of her mouth. "I know." The Galactic Shooting Championship, if you could call a bar competition that, had been running for 2 hours. Species from across known space had competed. The Krillians with their multiple appendages, the Zephrons with their compound eyes that could track a photon, even a Gravitech whose entire species could bend space itself to guide their projectiles. Not a single human had entered. Humans? The Krillian champion, Zarthuk, had laughed when someone suggested it. Their eyes are barely capable of 3-dimensional tracking. 2 arms, laughable reaction time, and their neural processing speed. He made a gesture that translated roughly to dismissive contempt. "They can't shoot straight to save their colony." The crowd had laughed. Even some of the more sympathetic species had chuckled politely. Humans were known for many things: their bizarre persistence, their strange pack-bonding behaviors, their ability to survive on death worlds. But precision marksmanship wasn't among them. Leo watched as Anna downed the rest of his beer in one smooth gulp, wiped her mouth, and pushed off from the rail. "Anna, hold my jacket," she said, shrugging out of her worn leather flight jacket and tossing it to him. The range master, a bored-looking Thalaxian with 6 eye stalks, barely glanced up as Anna approached. "Species?" "Human." Every eye stalk suddenly focused on her. The crowd quieted. Zarthuk's mandibles clicked in what might have been amusement. "Entry fee is 200 credits, the range master said slowly, clearly expecting her to back down. Anna slapped her credit chip on the counter. The rules were simple: 10 targets at increasing distances, starting at 50 meters and ending at 500. Each target was a moving holographic projection, randomized patterns, decreasing in size as distance increased. Standard particle rifle, standard charge. Highest score wins the pot. Zarthuk had scored 847 out of a possible 1,000. No one had come close. Anna picked up the rifle, feeling its weight, testing the trigger pull. The weapon was designed for Krillian physiology. Too large, grip awkward for human hands. She adjusted her stance anyway. "Wait," Zarthuk said, his translator crackling. "You consumed intoxicants. Alcohol. Your species is severely impaired by such substances." Anna looked at him, then at the crowd. "Just 1 beer?" she said with a shrug. "Barely felt it." That was a lie. She could feel the pleasant buzz, the slight warmth in her limbs. But that was the point. Earth's military had discovered something centuries ago, something they'd never bothered to share with the galaxy. Alcohol, in precise amounts, did something unexpected to human neurology. It didn't just impair, it silenced the overthinking, quieted the doubt, let instinct and muscle memory take over. Earth's greatest snipers had known the trick. 1 drink, not 2, never 3, just 1. "Begin when ready," the range master announced. The first target appeared, 50 meters moving laterally. Anna breathed out slowly and fired. The hologram shattered. "Lucky," someone muttered. The second target, 100 meters, erratic pattern. Anna tracked it for half a second and fired. Direct hit. The muttering stopped. By the fifth target, the crowd had gone silent. Anna's breathing was steady, rhythmic. Each shot came in the pause between heartbeats, a trick human shooters had perfected over millennia of hunting, warfare, and survival. Her ancestors had brought down mammoths with thrown spears, had calculated windage and elevation before computers existed, had evolved on a world where hitting your target meant eating that night. The eighth target appeared at 400 meters, a dot barely visible to most species. Anna didn't hesitate. The particle beam lanced out, and the target dissolved. Zarthuk's mandibles hung open. "Impossible," he whispered. The ninth target, 450 meters, moving in a corkscrew pattern, shrinking as it moved. Anna followed it with the rifle, her movements smooth, almost lazy. She fired. Hit. The crowd was pressing forward now, aliens of 100 species watching this impossible human do impossible things. The final target materialized at 500 meters. It was the size of a credit chip, moving in randomized, three-dimensional patterns. The difficulty was astronomical. Zarthuk had missed this shot. Everyone had missed this shot. Anna closed her eyes for a moment, breathed, opened them. The target danced. Anna's finger tightened on the trigger, leading it, feeling more than calculating the trajectory. Her ancestors whispered in her genes, the patient hunter, the desperate warrior, the survivor who took the shot when everything depended on it. She fired. For a heartbeat, nothing happened. Then the target exploded in a shower of light. Perfect score. 1,000 points. The station erupted. Cheers, shouts, the clicking and chittering of 100 different species expressing shock and admiration. Leo was whooping from the observation rail, waving her jacket like a banner. Zarthuk approached slowly, respectfully. We underestimated your species." Anna handed back the rifle and collected her winnings. "You did," she agreed. "Humans evolved hunting prey that could outrun us, outlast us, and outsense us. We learned to hit what we aimed at because if we didn't, we starved. That's 5 billion years of evolutionary pressure telling me exactly where that shot goes." She started walking toward Leo, then paused and looked back at the assembled aliens. "Oh, and one more thing," she said with a grin. "We don't need 4 arms or compound eyes or spatial manipulation. We've got something better. Spite, skill, and 1 beer to shut up the doubt." As she and Leo left the range, heading back to their ship with enough credits to fix everything that was broken and then some, the galaxy learned a new lesson about humans. Never bet against them, especially not after they've had a drink.